Hello, my name is Emilio.
I'm Esther.
I'm Cristiano.
And I'm Evan.
And we are Euler's Vision. We are creating an auditory language to describe mathematical functions for the blind and visually impaired. All right, let's go into graph mode.
When you enter graph mode, you can traverse the graph with left and right arrows. When you go to a higher part of the function, the pitch will change to become higher. When you go lower, the pitch will go as well. When you cross a critical point, such as an inflection, maximum, or minimum, there will play a unique sound. If you ever forget what each sound stands for, we have a sound directory on the bottom to help you out.
This is the local minimum sound. This is the local maximum sound. This is the inflection point sound. This is the intersection sound. You will hear a tambourine hit when the cursor crosses a point where two graphs meet.
Additionally, you can adjust the step size. Adjusting the step size will adjust how much you will traverse when you click on the arrow. Moreover, you can adjust the step interval with the up and down arrow keys. While adjusting the step interval, that will also adjust how fast it will go when you hold down the left or right arrow keys.
So we also added a unique feature in which users can add new functions to the graph. So for example, I can plot y equals x, and you can see that both graphs show up on the display. And you can also see that we have an intersection point at 0, 0. The users can also add multiple graphs, so y equals x plus 1, y equals x squared, and the app will find all the intersection points between each of these graphs, and also the maximum, minimum, and inflection points will be preserved.
We also decided to add a voice agent to describe key features of the graph. You can activate it by pressing the describe button.
Generating description.
It recognizes key features of a graph, like when it reaches infinity or when it approaches infinity, and asymptotes.
This is an exponential function for y equals e to the power of x starting from the far left. The curve is nearly horizontal and sits just above the x-axis, getting closer and closer to y equals 0 but never touching it. As x increases towards 0, the curve begins to slope upward, passing through the y-axis at the point where x is 0 and y is 1. After this point, the curve turns sharply upward, becoming increasingly steep as it heads toward infinity. For larger values of x, the function is always positive, meaning the entire curve stays in the region where y is greater than 0.
An additional feature of our voice controls is that it can take actions like adding functions or changing settings. For example, when you press the microphone,
Listening.
add f of x equals x squared.
Processing. Added x squared to the graph.
As you can see, it added it.
The mathematical sonification engine in Euler's Vision will change the way the blind and visually impaired think about math. We hope that this improvement will improve accessibility in mathematics and beyond. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.